Hey guys, what's up? My name is Aniket and welcome back to another Elementor Pro tutorial. Today we are going to look at the gallery element in Elementor Pro. Gallery element is basically used to show all your images in a form of gallery in your all the images which you have on your website, and to show all the images in the form of gallery, we're going to use the gallery element in Elementor Pro, and I'll also show you how you can design it, customize it, and show it according to what you like to show to your audience. Alright, so without wasting any further time, let's begin. Alright, so now we are on the computer screen, and now go down, and this is the gallery element. We're gonna drag this and we're gonna wait some time. Alright, so now on the left side there is nothing visible here because we have not selected any images. So from here, visit no image selected, you're gonna select a image. Okay, let me select some images from my WordPress folder and I will show you. Also, if you don't have any images, you can, if you want, you can upload your images and show them. Okay, let me quickly select some images and I'll write back. Okay, so now I've selected some featured image of my articles and I want to display these in a form of gallery. Now I have selected only 4 images. If you want, you can select more than 4 images, 8 images, and like that. You can select as many images as you can. Now after selecting this, as you can see, images are not proper because it's being cut out and it's not properly optimized right now, and we're gonna do that. So first is order by. Order by means it's default in the order you have selected. I selected this image at first, this is my second, this is third, this is fourth, but I want to show it random to the people, so I click on random and it will display the images randomly here and there. It changes every time if the website loads. Okay, so if you want to show randomly, you can show random, or if you want to show in the order you have selected, you can choose on default. Now this is another option, lazy load, and this is by default toggled on, and you should leave this toggled on because what does lazy load means? Let me explain you. So whenever you, let's say on the home page of your website, the first page, when someone clicks on your domain name and goes to a website, the first page is visible to the user is known as home page. So if your home page contains some images and your browser loads your website, it also loads the images at the same time. Okay, so what does happen is, if your lazy load is turned off, it would load the images at a time. Okay, at a time. So what happens is your website becomes a little bit slow and takes a time, takes some more time to load. But if it's you have enabled lazy load on the images in your website, as soon as the user scrolls down and whenever he or she is about to see the image, at that time only the image loads. So in lazy load, as the user approaches the image loads at that time. So in this way, it reduces the loading time of your website, and your website becomes a lot faster. Okay, so now you just leave this at default on yes, the lazy load. Now in layout, you have 3 options, which is grid, justified, and masonry. So in grid, this one is the grid which you have selected. If you select justified, it would appear like this, all the images in the full size. Okay, and but it's not in a perfect line, and I don't like this justified. If you select on masonry, it would appear like this, the same. And also if you see on this option, and all your images are perfectly aligned. So if you want to choose this one, you can choose this one, or you can just go with the default one, which is grid. Okay, so now columns 4. If I only want as you can see, 4 columns. If I want to increase it 5 columns, 6 columns, however how much I want, I can do that. Also you can reduce the column numbers. Now this is spacing. Spacing basically means the space between these images. As I told you, column spacing. So if I increase this, space between the image would increase, and if I decrease, it would decrease. Okay, link you leave it by default. If you want the user to click on it and redirect to another link, you can choose custom URL, or you can choose only media file. Okay, aspect ratio will determine how much the image size would be, and we would make that image fit inside this box. So aspect ratio, I would choose 16:9. Okay, and you can see all my images are perfectly aligned right now. So you also need to choose the aspect ratio, which is 16:9, and this is the perfect aspect ratio for all the images, and it would fit perfectly in that box. Image size, I've told in many videos, you need to figure out which image size perfectly fits you. My one is 768:0. Alright, so now this work is done and it's looking great. And also, this is not something just to view these images. The gallery has a very special function. So let's say I click on an image, and here as you can see the image gets bigger. The title of the image, whatever set in while uploading, will be featured here, will be written here. My this one was a featured image of an article, so I've written a new article featured one. Okay, and if I click on the site, I can view all the images that I've selected right here. Okay, and also if I want, I can view it on full screen, you can see here, and I can also zoom in and zoom out. Okay, Elementor has these options by default. If I want to share it with someone, I can click on the share button. I can share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, pin it, or I can also download this image. So it has a lot of functions. Okay, now let me close this. So this is a very special function of the gallery element. Okay, so now when I go to overlay, okay, and in overlay there is background which is on, and title none. You can have a title or a caption or any description about you, and you can choose from here or write something, all that. We don't need any title or description, so we're gonna close this. Okay, so now we're gonna go to style and style our gallery. So border color, you can choose a border color that you want on your images. Let's say I choose red. Okay, so now if I increase the border width, now it says to nothing, so no border is visible. But if I increase it, you can see a red border appears around my image. So if I can increase it or decrease it. Border radius will determine how edges are sharp or a little bit circular. You can do according how you need it. Can do it really circular or oval shaped or like this. You can change it according to your need. Okay, so you have CSS filters. I already told you CSS filter helps you to blur your images, brightness, contrast, saturation, hue. You can play around these settings and choose what suits you the best. And also you have this option which is hover. Hover basically means if I go over the image, you see image becomes a little bit dark, and this is a border color. You can choose any border color radius, and let's say I choose a border color which is black. So if I go over the image, now see the border color changes to black, and in this way you can set it. Border radius also you can set it. Let's say I want the border radius to be 35. So if I go over the image now, you see image the border radius increases. If I go back, and it gets to normal. So in this way you can do that. Also CSS filters. However, animation, okay, they set to none. Let's say I choose this animation which is zoomed in. Okay, now if I go over the image, you can see the image becomes zoomed in. If I select zoom out, okay, you see if I go over the image, it becomes perfectly fit. Okay, in this way you can add any animation if you want, or if you can select none. Animation duration, it is in milliseconds. It's set at 800 milliseconds. If you want it faster or slower, you can change it from here. All right, now in advanced there is the same thing, margin, padding, and background, border, positioning, responsive, all that. If you want, you can change anything, but a simple gallery would look like this. Also, if you want to add multiple galleries, not just one galleries, you don't need to drag another gallery. You can choose it from here, right here. So in type, you have a multiple, you can select multiple. All right, so this one our first gallery. If you want, okay, you can add images right here, and if you want another gallery, you choose add item, name this gallery, and you can add other images right here. Let me add some images and show you two galleries. Alright, now as you can see on the screen, I've created two galleries from here, which is gallery 1, gallery 2, and I also have a filter bar right here, and I can go to gallery 1 and see all the gallery 1 images, and I go to gallery 2, I can see all the gallery 2 images, or if I go to all, I can see all the images. So as you can see, in this way you can create beautiful galleries on your website, and you can show the people all the images that you want to show. And in this way you can create and you can customize it according to your own need. If you add a border, or if you want to add border radius, or create spacing or add animation, and you can do everything you want. You can customize according to your own what suits you the best, and you can do that easily with Elementor Pro Gallery Element. So this was pretty much it for this video. I hope you liked the video, and if you have any doubt regarding this topic, then leave in the comment section and I will reply to you as soon as possible. Also share this video among those who want to create beautiful galleries using Elementor Pro in their WordPress website. So that's pretty much it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, be safe, be happy, and make everyone happy.